Hello to all my classes. I just wanted to make a brief comment about this. The air, the environment, what we're all dealing with. The air quality here in Portland is terrible. If I showed you a view out my window, it'd probably look similar to what you're seeing, like it's the end of the world. It really, really sucks. And I'm sure at this point, most of us know somebody who has lost a house or potentially could lose one, or it's directing you. It's directly affecting you, especially if you live in the foothills or somewhere else. I don't even know exactly where all the fires are located because there's so many. And sometimes I have friends and family in places that I would think would be burning and they're not, and then other places where I'm being a little shocked. Look, this year just keeps getting better. It's very hard to concentrate on school right now. It's hard for me to concentrate on grading. My other job, actually, the consignment shop closed, and they may be closed for the next several days just because the air is considered hazardous now here in Portland. Um, so, I mean, the online world is about all we can do, so I encourage you to focus on your classes. I'm going to do my best to grade as much as possible today in the next few days, and also try to be of help to you. But just know that I am, we're all we're all suffering through this together. And I just want to briefly say something in regards to divisive politics during times like this. So there's this rumor going around that the sheriffs, the law enforcement is saying they've not arrested anybody. A part of Antifa setting fires to create arson for all these forest fires. But there's a lot of media that's saying otherwise. And I just had a debate this morning with a friend about this, and it got me quite agitated because, for some reason, this idea seems to be so strong for some people. In other words, the whole Western Hemisphere is burning, and we're still having debates about blaming it on an anti-Trump supporter or a Trump supporter, Black Lives Matter, or Antifa, or something like that. And I don't know, if we're not going to unify during times like this, when will we? And unifying under a crisis doesn't mean changing your commitment overall. Look, since I'm a history professor, there was a Chinese Civil War. You learn about that in my World Civ 107 class. And the Communists and the Nationalist Party, the Guomindang as it was called, the Nationalist Party, had this terrible civil war. They're fighting each other. And the Japanese army invades China. The Chinese Communists and the Chinese Nationalists party, they were both aware that if they didn't stop fighting each other and unify against the Japanese military, there would be no China to fight for. So they temporarily unified and fought off a common enemy and resumed afterwards. In other words, they had a priority about, at least that they both had an objective of that their whole ideology was based on trying to make China better through their vision. Now, my point is that when there is a crisis, it changes the way that you prioritize things. If aliens from outer space came to invade us, I think that all of our countries should probably unite to fight off them and not get involved, like worry about our petty little bickerings here on the planet, right? You get what I'm saying? So, we have. If you don't believe in climate change, you certainly are seeing that we are having problems all over the world with the climate, and at the very least, that should be addressed. If you don't want to call it climate change, what about preparedness for fires? Let's just call it that, or preparedness for droughts, because those things are a problem. So we need to really make these kind of things a priority. So look, that's all I wanted to say on this. You know, look after your neighbor, all right, and your loved ones and their animals, and be good to yourself. It's not an easy time. And if any of you have a problem with your grades or issues or anything else going on, please always contact me. I'm trying to stay on top of it, like I said, and it's not always easy for myself either. Peace and blessings upon all of you. And here we go as we push through the upcoming weekend.